us. We're going to return for the moment to our Home and Security Editor, Mark White, who is still with us in the studio, because, Mark, we must be getting more information on this all the time.
Yes, some more information, not an awful lot at the moment, but WhatsApp groups in that local neighbourhood were reporting to each other, neighbours, saying stay in and lock the door, that there was someone running around the street stabbing people. That was coming from these kind of neighbourhood WhatsApp groups that people have in many communities, and people were being advised by the police for a while to stay away from the area. They have now said that a person is in custody and that there's, as they believe it, no wider threat. However, they're still urging people to stay away from the area, but that's more to do with managing what is not just an active crime scene at the moment, but an active scene of trying to get help to casualties involved in this unfolding incident. We're told that air ambulances were sent to the scene as well, an indication perhaps of the significance of the injuries of those that were caught up in this. But not much more detail about that at this stage, except to say there is a very significant emergency service presence in that area, with the whole of Hart Street now just cordoned off and blocked off to all traffic.
Are there any indications in those witnesses, those WhatsApp chats, as to what the motivation, early indications as to what the motivation might have been?
No.
It is interesting. There is so much speculation online. There are different numbers flying around, a lot of talk about a nursery that might have been affected. But clearly, the police are not putting out a further statement until things are much clearer on the ground. There's a lot of fog and mist around this story, as there always is in the early hours after a large incident, a major incident like this.
Yeah, I mean, all I will add is that, you know, social media in particular, at times like this, it can be very useful for trying to form a bit of a picture, but there can be lots of erroneous reporting out there as well. So we need to be cautious on quite what we confirm and we don't. I was talking about some reports, and we'll put it no stronger than that, suggesting it may have been a nursery or a preschool institutional building of some sort, but that has not been confirmed by the emergency services. It's just that a number of outlets have been reporting that particular line. So let's wait and see it. I've covered many of these stories in the past where an hour into it, 2 hours into it, you're getting one picture. 3 or 4 hours into it, actually it turns out that that is not the case, that yes, it might have been near that particular building, but it didn't target that particular building. It has maybe been an event that has targeted people on the street. I'm just saying that as an illustration of where it could go. I have no information to say it was targeting of people in the street or indeed in the building, because just saying to you there that the reports that we've got, the WhatsApp group, we're talking about an individual stabbing people in the street. Other reports which have been picked up by other news outlets suggesting it may have been some kind of nursery or preschool building.
So are these WhatsApp chats suggesting that the knifeman may have been actually roaming through the streets in Southport?
Well, it says no more than that someone is on the streets and stabbing people, so there's no detail of exactly that, but I mean, it certainly indicates that that may have been the case. But again, it's WhatsApp groups, people that are not necessarily there, who are passing on one message to another.
Things, Chinese whispers.
Well, it just becomes that, doesn't it? So that's why we need to be careful and just, again, confirm what we can confirm, which is the statement from Merseyside Police saying that it was 11:50, so what, an hour and a half ago? That just over an hour, 40 minutes ago, that they received reports of a stabbing at a location in Hart Street in Southport, and on attending, they have declared it a major incident, and they're talking about multiple or a number of casualties, I should say, and not giving a further number on it than just that.
And important, as you say, to emphasise that the police have said the suspect has been detained. There is no further threat to the community in Southport.
Yeah, that was armed police officers who were called, as they always do, to any incident involving deadly weapon. Of course, a knife falls into that category, and it was armed police that arrested this man. No indication, and in fact every reason to believe that at this stage there aren't any other people, as the police are talking about no information, they don't believe any wider threat.
Well, Mark White, do stay with us.